It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' veteran linebacker. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Eagles and the Buccaneers, and it's all up next.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
Got it. Ready?
And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Fix the Eagles!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now we give right side. Marsh. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 68 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Shifts by him, gets around him, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake with Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they... and stop.
Blocking, 18.
They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now. It's Marsh. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got some space here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but
and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
On second down, it's Marsh, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run on first down. Phelps, and despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Second and 9 now. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Out of the gun now on third down. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll look to throw here, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
What's the deal, y'all?
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the off.
There's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Up the middle they go. Marsh, 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We got a 3-score ball game now here in the 1st half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the 1st half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Felts, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Alert. Roll.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felts, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Ready, set. Ready. Let's go. Ready.
On 1st down, Felts. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now they'll They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. Smith has it. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Martin. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd and 2. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And Martin's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murphy. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
A
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know,
it's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Marsh And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Mustang 19. Check. Dragon 60. Ready?
Looking to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Check. Alert.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Ooh, with a juke. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Hot 70. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Felts, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Unlock line. Bronco switch. Smash.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get this to about the 38.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He finds his man complete. That's Marsh. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Marsh, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Marsh. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Bronco 80. Straight. Third. Right, Cuddy.
He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Come on. Hey.
Up the middle they go. Marsh. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. On second down now. It's Marsh. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Marsh, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Check. Alert.
He'll look to throw here. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 79 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Marsh, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Marsh. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Martin.
On the ball, on the ball.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.